Hi again, everyone. It is now just after 8 o'clock here on this Wednesday, the 6th day of December. We're going to get details on our very warm December forecast in a minute, but I want to remind you, of course, we do this on Facebook every weekday morning. We love it when you can join us live, but of course you can watch it anytime after that. It stays on your feed. We make it into a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. You can find us on our Inform YouTube channel, and of course, the easiest way, just watch with us this every weekday morning. We're on TV on WDAY from 5 to 7, and Lydia's constantly updating you on the weather throughout GMA as well every morning. All right, so everyone's going to be talking about this for
Hard
sure.
to not. Yeah, we're
50s.
forecasting 51 this afternoon. We've hit the 50s in December 6 times in the past 30 years, so it's rare enough to talk about, but not crazy rare. It's not the first time it's ever happened. So 51 later today. Our record high in Fargo is 65, so that's probably safe. I don't see us getting into the 60s today. Tomorrow we have a better chance at breaking some of those records. I can't remember it off the top of my head. For Fargo, I think 50 or 53 is the record. Don't quote me. You should have watched first. It's either 50 or 53, and we're forecasting 54. So either way you shake it, that's right at or right above the record mark for tomorrow. So we could break some records either today or tomorrow. Beautiful afternoon. Wind will settle down. It's still a touch on the breezy side this morning. It'll turn to the west, calm down. We'll work in some sunshine. I think it'll be a lovely afternoon. More sun tomorrow, not too bad in the wind department. Temps once again getting into the lower to mid 50s. Things start to change, a little bit of a shake up to the forecast as a Clipper system moves in late Thursday into Friday. Models have been a little bit all over the place with this, so there is still some uncertainty with it. Looks to bring in a lot of wind. That's one of the guarantees. That's one of the certainties with it. I'd say out of the northwest 20 to 30, maybe gusting a little bit higher, maybe gusting near 40. And a little bit of light snow. Our model runs this morning really slowed it down, meaning instead of Thursday into Friday, like we were thinking earlier this week, probably more daytime hours of Friday. So it's kind of backed it up a little bit. Not much snow, probably an inch, maybe 2 inches in spots, especially up to the northwest where you get hit with the snow first. You'll probably see the larger accumulations. But with a lot of wind, it doesn't take much to create some travel impacts. So I do expect some travel impacts, areas where it's hard to see where the snowfall meets the wind on Friday. Stay tuned. That's going to change. We'll update things as we get a little bit closer and models come into agreement. That'll cool us down. We'll be falling with temperatures on Friday and then into the 30s for the weekend. I have another hint at a warm-up later on your today forecast. Wow. Yeah, so something to look at on the Storm Tracker app for you.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay,
thank you, Lydia. All right, well, we had breaking news this morning for you. Bemidji Public Schools and the police department are investigating what they're calling a credible threat against one of the schools there. Because of that, all Bemidji schools are having an e-learning day today. Specific details on that threat not yet released, but of course we are working to find more information out for you this morning. New overnight, this is a big one we've been tracking for you. The Fargo Dome will not get a remodel, at least not now. The $140 million expansion of the Fargo Dome did not get the 60% approval rating it needed to pass. Only 51% of voters approved the expansion. The election results will be certified at the Fargo City Commission meeting on December 18th. But a lot of what's next. So we will have that for you on our evening newscast on WDAY. New overnight, we're learning more about a fire that started underneath the Main Avenue Bridge in Fargo. It caused the bridge to close for about an area. It happened in a wooded area near a homeless camp. We talked to Fargo Fire overnight. They believe that a small fire was started for warmth, but it spread to the grass. And right around that same time that they were responding to the fire under the Main Avenue Bridge, they also were called out to a fire under the NP Avenue Bridge at the same time. We're working right now to learn if those two incidents are connected. Right now, a Fargo man is facing burglary charges. The tenant called police after finding 26-year-old Demetrius Grice Butler in his home. We've learned the two did fight. Grice Butler was hurt. Our WDAY news team that was on scene did see a lot of blood. We do know Grice Butler had to be taken to the hospital before being taken to jail. Tonight, the fourth GOP presidential candidate debate will take place in Alabama. Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, all qualified for this fourth Republican presidential debate. We've been reporting for you that Governor Doug Burgum has dropped out of the race. Today, both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump will be instead attending fundraisers for their respective campaigns. Hot Mic coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. The Bison men's basketball team is in the midst of its longest home stretch of the season. Dom is going to be talking with Coach Dave Richmond today about the matchup with Portland, so tune in. He's also going to be talking about the Fargo Dome expansion vote, kind of what's next. Since it didn't pass, he's been on that story as well. Hot Mic live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. And remember, now is a great time to get that Inforum.com subscription, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to check it out. Be sure to join us for our next newscast this morning at 11 o'clock, and then we have you covered this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. First News is on every weekday morning from 5 to 7. Have a great day, everyone.